Hi, my name is Charlotte Paulson, and I'm the Executive Director of International Christian Adoptions, an Institute for Children's Aid. And we are in the state of California as well as in North Carolina. And for over 30 years, we provided hope and healing and a home for children worldwide. But over the past 10 years, we've been able to serve and provide ministry to youth and children that are coming through our borders and refugee camps. There are children that come through our borders in the thousands every year. And we see that many of them do not have a place to land or a place to call home and cannot return to their home country where they've experienced violence, gangs, extreme poverty, and all other kinds of atrocities that we can never even think of or imagine for children that have been through these things for years. And so when they come over here, our job is to provide a hope through a family, through security, and through providing foster care. And as a church and as a community, it is our job to take care of those around us. And it's pretty amazing how God has continued to bring people to us through our borders, even when we have a shutdown, and even when we can't go abroad, and even when we can't be part of the world in our hands and feet physically, they come here. And that's why we're here. We're here to serve. And I think it's a pretty amazing opportunity for us to be able to embrace children that are coming through our borders to provide hope and healing for them. Our job at International Christian Adoptions is to open our homes and ask churches to open their homes and their hearts to help children, whether that's through being a foster home. And it could be just being a tutor, it could be volunteering, it could be financially helping with clothing or independent living for some of our youth that have transitioned out of foster care. But there's always a way to help, and they're here at our borders, they're here for us to be able to help and protect and to provide the compassion and the love that Jesus Christ gives us freely to be able to pass on to them. So our ask is to be able to provide hope and healing in any way that you can for children from around the world. I'd like to share a story with you, just a brief story of one of our youth that have come to us in foster care. One of our amazing families that have opened their home, that have 3 young children, they decided to open their home to a youth, and we'll call her Mary, that was a teenager because now they've had her for over 4 years, which is pretty amazing. But she came here seeking healing and hope because her family is in one of the most impoverished areas of Guatemala. And in Guatemala too, when you have no money and no way to feed your children, it's very, very difficult, and I can't imagine what her parents have gone through. Amazing family, but she had to flee because of the gang violence and the trafficking that she was forced into in her home country. Once she came here, she was accepted into a family home. The love of Jesus Christ had always brought her to a place of healing, but she even saw it more in this family's home through foster care. She is now able to help her family in different ways through the job that she has. She's graduated from high school. She remembers times when her family had to eat shoelaces because they had no money for food, and they knew that kind of material would fill their stomach. And so her heart and her need to be able to help her family and her community is so big that now she comes into our office, she sits down at my desk and says, "I'm gonna work here someday and I'm gonna have your job." And I said, "God bless you." Yes, Mary, because she wants to help others and she wants to create a community of safety and love that her family and her children can grow up in, and then maybe she can make an impact in Guatemala.